Because Toyotas are made by machines, right? But Rolls Royces are made by hand, handcrafted.
She's gonna take over the world one day.
Right? Hey, you might be right. So the Toyota is built in 13 hours by machines, but a Rolls Royce is built in 6 months and it's handcrafted. So what they're doing with the Rolls Royce is they're doing, like, each human being that's working on it, it's handcrafting, it's molding it, it's working on it day in and day night until it has the finishing touch. The machines just kind of put it together and just done with it. The prices of a Toyota, you can find a Toyota for about 20 G's.
20 grand?
20 grand. Y'all know how much a Rolls Royce is going for?
100 grand.
Probably more.
300 grand. So my question is, how is it that these, now listen up, how is it that the Rolls Royce is more valuable than the Toyota? It's more time that's being put into it, right? And also it's handcrafted. So that's one way you determine how valuable something is. The time that's put into it and it's handcrafted with the work that's put into it. Another way that you can tell how something is valuable is how rare it is. How often do y'all see Rolls Royces on the road?
Probably times a week.
I've seen one times a week.
To be honest, I only saw like once.
I say two.
I see 4 days a week.
Yeah, I don't know what that bad.
Hold on, listen up. Y'all listen up. Okay. Anybody else? How often do you see Rolls Royces?
I see one maybe twice a month. Because there's a dealership, so everybody always bring their supercars over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I see it like Lambos and stuff all the time.
Okay. So the thing is, you rarely see Rolls Royces, right? So it's rare. That can make the value of something go up. If you don't see something very often, let's say they make a limited edition or a limited amount of that type of thing, it's rare, so that makes its value go up. How often do y'all see Toyotas?
Every day.
Hey,
Hold on, y'all listen up. What you say?
It's rare, like more people wanted it, and it's gonna go out soon, and they put the price up, so you don't have to pay.
Exactly.
Supply and demand.
Supply and demand. Exactly. So the whole point, because remember we're talking about purpose and value. So the whole purpose of this, I'm trying to show you the difference between the two. How you depict that something is more valuable. The main purpose of this, now listen up. The main purpose of this, what I'm trying to show you is you have value and you have worth as well. See, how long did it take you to be made? Not that one. I said we was gonna be talking as men, but we ain't going that far. It take 9 months, right? And in those 9 months, you were handcrafted.
I want to say handcrafted.
Listen, hey, in your mother's womb, you were being handcrafted. What I'm saying is God was crafting you inside your mom's womb. He was building you just like the Rolls Royce was being built. He was building you inside your mother's womb.
Hey, that costs more money to make us.
Exactly. So that just says off the bat that you were valuable. That's the whole part I'm trying to get across. God put his hands on you. He was handcrafting you and molding you in your mother's womb to be the person that you are today. So that means you have value. And it took time to create you. You want to know how you are rare? In a crime scene. How do they depict that somebody did the crime? Fingerprints. Nobody has the same fingerprints.
Unless you burn your
fingerprints. Right? So nobody in the world has the same fingerprints. Not even twins, right? Exactly.
Just imagine you meet the first man with the same fingerprint as someone. I'll be so impressed.
But it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen because you are already set apart. You're rare. And it took time for you to be built. So that's the whole thing that I'm trying to get across is you are valuable. I want to tell y'all a story, and I've told y'all this all the time. When I was in high school, because I was thinking about what am I going to talk about to these young men in high school right now. It's like, okay, I can talk about sports. You know, everybody probably likes sports. I was like, that's probably not good. Then I thought about maybe I can talk about girls.
Oh yeah, girls.
But then I thought about how I was thinking about girls in high school, and I know y'all probably sometimes maybe think the same thing, and I ain't trying to get in trouble by your parents. Y'all telling your parents what we're talking about. So that's why I had to think about where I was in high school. Y'all listen up. I had to think about where I was in high school because in high school I did okay. Like I made decent grades. Listen up. I made decent grades. I made, C's, B's, every so often I made an A, but I wasn't really a good student. And I wasn't a bad student, like I didn't get in trouble, but I just didn't do my best. And I was trying to figure out why am I not able to do my best? After high school, those habits that I created got into college and got on into my personal life where I wasn't able to do the things and to seek the goals that I wanted to succeed. So I had to find out that I was valuable and that I had worth to myself, because when you hold something to a higher value, a higher worth, you treat it differently, right? If I would have told you, if before you never knew about Balenciagas and I told you this is a Balenciaga shoe and I told you everything about it and why it's worth so much, you would treat that shoe a lot differently than you would before, right? So that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm trying to get y'all to see yourselves as the way that God made you so you can start to hold yourself at a higher level. Now, some of y'all may be doing that now, and that's okay, but I want you to go to even higher level, right? So now the next thing, right? So at first we talked about value, we talked about how you separate value, how you define what makes something valuable. Now I want to show you how God shows you that he's valuable, right? Shows you that you're valuable. So anybody have their phone out? I see you have it. Do me a huge favor. I want you to go, do you have the Bible app on your phone? You got the Bible? Okay.
What? That's a Samsung. Bro, confused. Stop. It's a Samsung. Nah, see.
You got it.
Alright.
Stop.
So,
Friends.
we got the Bible app.
Yeah.
It's loading up right now.
Alright, yeah,
And
so what's
I want you to go, I'm going to have both of y'all go to it. I want you to go to, look. Alright, I want you to go to Genesis. Genesis, if you don't know what Genesis is, then we got to, okay. So, Genesis chapter 1, verses 26 through 28. Genesis chapter 1, verses 26 through 28. Alright, so if you don't mind, read to me what it says.
Then God said, let us make mankind in our image.
And while you're writing, I'm going to be writing some stuff down on here. So go ahead.
So that they may rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, or over the livestock and the wild animals, and over all the creatures that move along the ground. So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them.
29.
Then God said, I will give you every seed-bearing plant on the face.
28. I'm sorry, not 29.
God blessed them and said to them, be fruitful and increase the numbers, fill the earth and subdue it, rule over the fish in the seas and the birds in the sky, and overlive the creatures that move on the ground.
Alright, so I want you to start in 28 and read exactly what he said again.
Okay.
And be for real with it.
Okay.
Because we ain't got all that.
God blessed them and said to them, be fruitful and increase in number.
Fill on earth and subdue it, rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky,
And over every living creature that moves in the ground.
Okay. So the words that he said, right? So we're talking about, this is in Genesis. This is when God was creating man, right? And he was telling man exactly who you are and what you're supposed to be. So I'm going to section off a few words. These are the words that was written in there, right? So there's image, there's likeness, there's fruitful, there's increase, there's fill, and there's subdue. Let's take the first two words. You can't have no more questions.
What does fruitful mean?
We're going to go through that. So, image. Do me a favor. Read verse 26 again, where it says image and likeness.
Our image and likeness, so that they may rule over the fish and the seas and the birds in the sky.
Okay, read it from the beginning. Beginning of
God said, "Let us make mankind to our
and
in our likeness."
all right. So what does that mean to y'all? God said, "Let us make man our own image and our own likeness."
Image would be a picture. He has a picture in mind, and he wants to make which likeness he wants to make it like the picture.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else?
I think God, I think what God uses God is he creates his in his mind before he actually makes it.
Okay. Okay.
What he meant, like he made us like all apart from each other. So like
All part of what?
he made us all part of each. No, he made us different from each other.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he made us different from each other, so we can know like what is our what was it called? Purpose.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else? Okay. Never mind what he says. All right. So listen up. Listen up. Listen up. So I want to share something with y'all, and I'm gonna catch y'all by surprise. The Bible does not mean what it says.
But what do you mean?
The Bible doesn't mean what it says. The Bible means